Hey guys, I know I haven't made a video since my 4 videos about the bullying experience that I had since I was in middle school until now, but I decided to make a video of the things that I learned that helped me about how to be invisible and how to go unnoticed in the eyes of your peers so they don't focus in on you and torture you to death. Um, I learned some really valuable things that helped me. And I feel like if I shared them with you, you guys might be able to make it, at least a day where you're okay, because it really sucks. Um, so one of the first things I wanted to bring up was whenever I go somewhere, whether it be a party, or I go to a restaurant with friends, or I go to a bowling alley, or just go anywhere my friends might be, I keep my back to the wall. I will stay in a booth or in a chair, but I make sure that I know what's behind me, which is usually just a wall or something. People don't really walk behind me, so I can keep my eye on the entire area. I keep my eye on all the people. It makes me more aware. I'm more aware of people moving around me, who's in the room, what's going on. Like if there's two girls arguing about something, and uh, they're starting a bunch of drama that you don't really want to be around, so maybe you could relocate. Um, and then I was never caught off guard by that. So if I saw somebody or a group of people that always picked on me that walked into a room, walked into where I was, I could get up and stay out of their path, because even though I don't really give a shit about those people, I don't want them messing with me, because I just don't need that in my life. I'm better than that. So I would get up and I would remove myself from the drama that was definitely going to come from these jerks that were just going to make everything worse and ruin everything. So I wouldn't necessarily leave where I was, but I would relocate to be around my friends, or maybe find another corner to back myself in so I could just make sure I could keep an eye on everything again. Um, Another thing that I really think that people should do is know your exits, whether you are in a classroom, in an auditorium, uh, at a theater. Know where the exits are, because if something happens, you know that there's one over there and there's one over there, and you know the places that you can turn to, that if you really need to leave, you can. I mean, this goes for everything, whether fire and school shooting. Just know your exits wherever you go, because it makes situations easier to get out of if it needs to be that way. Um, I think I explained in my bullying video once that my friend was uh, stopped outside of her PE class by a bunch of girls that wanted to. I don't know what was going to happen if I didn't, step in, but uh, if that happened inside of a classroom and those girls blocked the doorway, the exit, she would have been stuck, like nobody would have helped her. If she knew of, other exits where to go, she could head that way and then get rid of and avoid that drama, even though it would just, it's like a little shortcut. I really think that you should learn the exits so you can find a way out easier. So a lot of things I'm going to tell you or suggest came or developed from my paranoia. And I'm a very paranoid person, so don't let all of my paranoia habits rub off on you, because that is not what you want. You don't want to be paranoid in every situation like I am. But what I learned is I don't trust anybody. I mean, I trust my really close friends, but other than that, I have a really hard time. So when it comes to texting on phones, if someone says something like, let's say I had a friend named Carla who texted me and said, hey, what do you think of Jane? You know, why would she ask me that question? Uh, I wouldn't know if it was actually Carla. I wouldn't know if she was just going to report it to Jane, so I would say something completely vague if I even want to, even if I wanted to answer that question at all, because I don't trust them. How would I even know? You know, it's like, if you say something, if you say what you really think, like if I texted Carla and said Jane is a stupid bitch, you know, she did this and this, Carla would be like, hey Jane, she's saying all this shit about you. That would create so much unnecessary drama that I'd have to watch my back every single day because they would just keep pulling these pranks. And that's how I'd know that I would be a lot safer if I didn't put myself into these situations. I want to remain invisible, so I do things that someone that wouldn't exist would do. Because if you don't exist, you don't do anything. And that's pretty much what I tried to do. Honestly, when I got to like 7th grade though, I basically flipped everybody off and said, I'm doing what I want to do. I was acting out for my peers instead of my family. Um, if I was invisible, it would have made everything better because they would have just left me alone. I'll probably talk more about things I'm paranoid about some other time, but I don't want to, you know, make everybody really stupidly paranoid. So you just really got to watch your back when it comes to school. You know who your real friends are before you put your trust in them. When it comes to talking to people that come up to you and just start trying to get things out of you, don't just let everything out. Don't tell them really anything until you actually trust them. My mom, when she was my age, this one girl, a popular girl from her school, called her up one day and started talking to her about all these boys that my mom liked. And my mom said, yeah, I really like this guy. He's super cute. And the next day she went to school and the girl had recorded what my mom said and was playing it for everybody. Basically, I don't trust really anybody, especially over the internet, Facebook, um, texting, phones even. I'm weird about talking on the phone. When I recognize the voice, I'm weird about it. I know where exits are. I know where safe places are. I know how to keep my back to a wall. I know pretty much what I need to know to stay invisible. And if you know how to be invisible, it can really save your sanity. So in other videos to come, I'll talk about different things. Like I said, my paranoia. So I hope that you'll take these tips and know that every day that goes by where you have all this attention drawn to you and people are just trying to tear you down, it really does kill you on the inside. And if you're invisible, if nobody sees you, if you're just walking through the hallways, to me, that's better than people destroying your binder or calling you names, pulling your hair, punching you. I'd rather be invisible than be the center of the school. Alright, so I'm about 9 minutes here, and I'm going to stop now. So, I don't know the next time I'll post another video. If you guys have any requests, anything, I'll probably make that video. So, good luck to all you people, and know that you're not alone. I survived, and you can survive too.